Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to this Bulls Digital Update. My name is Paul Peck, joined by Bulls head football coach Lance Leipold. We are here at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, as part of MAC Media Day. What a great experience this has been. To do MAC Media Day here in such a hallowed place for the sport has been kind of fun, and there's a particular reason for it this year as well, too. But tell everybody a little bit about what it means for you to be here.
Well, I think it's an exciting thing for all of us to kind of take a reflection back at the history of football, whether it be just in our recent of names that we maybe still watch today, but yet all the people that helped make this game so special all the way through the years and decades.
And the timing is great because just the second Mid-American Conference player will be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in a couple of weeks. That's Jason Taylor, the Dolphins great who played at Akron. He'll join Kent State great and Steeler linebacker Jack Lambert in the Hall of Fame. So it's kind of cool to have all this time out. And I know you had a chance to meet Jason Taylor as well.
Yes, what a fine man, what a great representative of our conference, a great career, on and off the field, everything he's done. And as we know, there's some MAC players right now that are doing a heck of a job in the NFL that we hope for someday as well. Our own Khalil Mack, hopefully someday will have his moment.
Yeah, well, speaking of which, of course, the Hall of Fame is dedicated to the greats in the past of the sport, but there's also a prominent section of the hall dedicated to current players. And when you walk in there, you cannot miss a couple of different displays related to Khalil Mack. How cool was that for you to walk in there and see Khalil Mack's jersey and know that he walked the same halls that you walk and your players walk every day?
Well, it's great for our young men that have been here today to see that if they're hard work, you never know. Again, a young man who wasn't highly recruited, self-made, kept working at it, and now is probably the best defensive player in the NFL. And then that gives all of us, that inspiration that it can happen. And again, it's a great bonus for our program.
Yeah, and again, there may be some other MAC players down the road, the Roethlisbergers, the Antonio Browns, the Antonio Gates. Those guys, again, all have some prominence in this building and may ultimately be on the side of this building at some point.
Correct, and that's one of those things that when people want to come out and watch us play on a whatever day of the week it may be we're playing, they're going to see that type of player playing right there in UB Stadium.
How important is it for you to have your players understand not only the history of the Buffalo program, but the history of the sport of football?
I think it's important. I think so much today with all the information that's there, I think sometimes we get caught up in the moment and what's in it for us and where it's going. But to understand the past and the people that made sacrifices or what helped make things develop the way they are, I think it's good for all of us in any facet of our life.
And I know you are a lifelong Green Bay Packers fan, so there's plenty of Packers memorabilia in there too, isn't there?
Yes, there is. It makes you proud. It makes you reflect back when I was a youngster and that. But kind of going through, that's the NFC side of thing. You walk through and you see a lot of Buffalo Bills stuff as well for the AFC, and it really kind of very fortunate. And I feel blessed that to be in two areas of my life where there's a lot of football tradition.
Yeah, and I learned something interesting through our visit here, and any Bills fans that made the trip here to see Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Ralph Wilson, Bruce Smith, and the rest of the guys inducted, I learned that one of the reasons they moved the induction ceremony into the stadium behind the Hall of Fame was because so many people from Buffalo came that they ran out of room.
Well, that just shows the passion for the Bills and passion for football that we have in Buffalo and Western New York, and we want that to be part of our experience as well.
And as we wrap up with head coach Lance Leipold here on our Bulls Digital Update, is bringing the entire team here something that you might think about down the road? I mean, you play not far from here every other year at Akron and at Kent. Would that be something that you might want to do?
Most definitely. We have some that we've looked into. There's some people that I've talked to here at it. You just got to try to make it work within the logistics of your trip. But I do feel that whether it be on one of those trips, in fact, or we're close enough in whether it be in the summertime or something to try to make it work. But I think this is an experience that would definitely be for everyone associated with our program, that it would be a great chance to do within their career.
Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's a little over 3-hour drive from Buffalo. If you're a football fan, and we know there are plenty of them, Bulls fans, Bills fans, football fans, this is a place that you should stop and check in on because they do a great job with the presentation.
Most definitely.
All right, Lance Leipold is the Bulls head football coach, gearing up for the start of camp on August 1st and the start of the season on August 31st at Minnesota. And we thank you for joining us on this Bulls Digital Update.